Congratulations, Gillian.
Congratulations, our first QMU SOMM MSc graduate. How does it feel?
Thank you. It feels really good. I am relieved, to say the least, but I'm really happy, really chuffed.
Brilliant, very well done. So, Gillian, why did you decide to put yourself through this and do an MSc when you're a busy full-time clinician?
I graduated in 2011, so I've been graduated 9 years now, and probably a few years ago I was just looking for maybe another bit of a challenge. I've been working in MSK for about 5 years and was just looking for a new challenge. The first kind of main module I done was the injection therapy, and I probably went into that first just wanting to do the one module, and then I thought after the module I had already done my orthopaedic medicine seminars, which I'd got credits from, and the injection therapy, we found out a little bit more information about the masters then. So after the injection therapy, which I really enjoyed, it gave me, another practical skill, which has been great. I then found out more about the modules and thought, I think this would really enhance my skills as a kind of MSK physio and improve my overall knowledge as well.
Great. So the reason you chose RMSc was because of the clinical part of it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so the first the orthopaedic medicine seminars that I'd done, I felt that was really practical and it really enhanced my clinical skills and my assessment skills, and also touched on my clinical reasoning skills. But I guess I was looking for that next stage, that more clinical reasoning, as I started to become a little bit more qualified, and a little bit more specialised in the one area as well. So I'm probably a practical learner, so I really liked the practical aspects of the SOMM modules I had done previously, and the modules that I'd done kind of throughout the SOMM masters as well. I liked the practical element of them, and also the support that I got through them as well. It was really good.
Fab, thank you.
Excellent. But how did you manage doing this with a full-time job?
It was challenging. Luckily, I was able to compress my hours, so I worked Monday to Friday.
We lost connection there somewhere. I don't know if you two heard that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can carry on. That happens with this stuff. That's okay. Carry on, Gillian. How did you manage the workload?
So I compressed my hours I done Monday to Thursday, 8 till 6. So that always gave me my Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think probably the main thing was planning. I had to make sure, at the start of each kind of semester, what I would try and do is have a plan for that month ahead. Lots of to-do lists as well. So I kind of split my life into different sections, like a spider diagram. I had my master section, I had my home section, my exercise I like doing. I was also planning a wedding as well, so that also had a section. So I think lots of planning, but it was stressful at times. At times I didn't know if I was going to get through it. And also what I tried to do as well was I kept trying to visualize. I kept trying to visualize that feeling that I would feel when I opened up the email and that I had passed, or visualised graduation, especially that last year when it got a bit tough with the dissertation. I just kept thinking, this is going to be worth it. I like to give myself these weird challenges. I trained for a marathon once and I've done the same. I kept visualising what it would feel like to cross that finish line, and I kept thinking it will just be worth it. Nothing in life comes easy, so I just try to time manage as much as possible and kind of visualize the end result.
Awesome. What's the main skills, do you think, then, that you've gained apart from your massive sense of achievement?
Yeah, I think so. When I done my undergrad 9 years ago, and throughout my career, obviously, I constantly kind of reading different literature, but I think my kind of critical appraisal and appraising literature and really understanding, so my research knowledge has greatly advanced. So in terms of understanding it a little bit more, understanding what qualitative, what quantitative, as I say, I'd done that in my undergrad, but I think I'd done it and then parked it somewhere and forgot all about it. So I think now that probably my evidence-based practice has improved. I'm looking more to read literature and understanding it more, understanding statistics as well, much better than what I ever done. And as I say, I've gained more practical skills. I'm an ejection therapist now. I also done the special test module as well. So again, my reasoning of why I do things, probably my kind of clinical reasoning enhanced as well throughout the modules.
Excellent. What did you do your dissertation on?
So my dissertation was on glenohumeral joint injections, and what I done was a systematic review comparing whether local anaesthetic with cortisone steroid was more beneficial than local anaesthetic alone. So I said, done a systematic review comparing papers that looked at glenohumeral joint injections with just local anaesthetic and glenohumeral joint injections with corticosteroid injection and local anaesthetic, to see if there was a difference in clinical outcome at the end of them. So what I found was the glenohumeral joint injections with corticosteroids and local anaesthetic, in the first 3 weeks there was a more beneficial effect in patients in pain, movement, functional outcome, and then after about 3 weeks there actually wasn't much of a difference between them. So it was really interesting.
Especially at the moment when we can't do steroid injections, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it was really interesting, and something I think probably something I'd always wanted to do my dissertation on that, because when I'd done my injection therapy module, we talked a lot about volumes and talked a lot about why we use local anaesthetic. So really in my current practice, we don't use a lot of local anaesthetic, we just use steroids. So really I was wanting to know why we use local anaesthetic and was there a benefit of it. And really what I found out is that actually maybe we're not getting a long-term effect with the corticosteroids. It's the same kind of effect that we would get with injecting local anaesthetic.
Interesting. And just finally, have you got any words of wisdom for anyone thinking about doing this MSc?
I would say it's really worthwhile. I think you learn a lot about yourself, you learn a lot about your timekeeping skills. My timekeeping skills and my planning and my organising has got much better. I think my clinical skills, my clinical reasoning skills, even my teaching skills. So I do a lot of mentoring for kind of band 5, band 6 colleagues that I've got as well. So the way I probably explain things, as I say, my evidence-based practice has improved. So I think if you're looking to just enhance your skills more, then it's definitely worthwhile. And yeah, and stick with it. Don't you will probably have multiple times where you feel like giving up, but the feeling when I got that email to say that I had passed was worth all the sleepless nights, stressing out. I don't know if you asked my mum and my dad or my partner, they would agree. But yeah, Andrew, my partner's told me I'm not allowed to do any more studying. But yeah, it was completely worth it. Yeah, completely worth it.
Brilliant.
You're not going on to do a PhD then?
No, don't think so. Ask me again maybe in 5 years and
Okay.
Well, that was brilliant. We're so chuffed for you and delighted. As the first graduate of that MSc from QMU, really delighted. And
Well done, Gillian.
for chatting to us.
Thank you so much for your help and support throughout it, especially Emily as well. She had a phone call 18 months ago when I was ready to give up, and she convinced me that it would be worth it and to stick with it, and I'm so glad that I did. So glad that I did.
Good.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.